All right. Well, I'm very pleased to be joined by Matt Alexander, longtime commercial real estate executive. Matt recently joined Wayzata-based North Shore Development Partners and its affiliate North Shore Contractors as principal. Most recently, Matt was with Kraus-Anderson. And so, Matt, well, thank you for joining us today. Really appreciate your time. How you doing?
Doing well, just trying to navigate some bad weather.
Yeah, aren't we all? It's I guess it's typical Minnesota.
Yeah,
Uh,
here we are.
but
No, doing well. Learning, coming out of 15 years plus with Kraus-Anderson, and been with the new company officially for now 10 days. So
okay, 10 days. I was going to ask you about that. So you just jumping in right away with both feet and hitting the ground running here?
that's right. That's right. The group has a couple projects under construction of new apartment projects, or one just completed and one just started for apartments, multifamily projects, and we're looking at they are investors, owners. We do acquisition, new construction, new development in the multifamily sector, but we're also launching a single family rental subdivision division, which I will be leading.
Okay, yeah. I was wondering if you could expand on that. That leads into my next question about sort of what your role will be with the company, and your specific areas of focus. What can you tell us about that?
Well, first, there's really the two principals, myself and Katelyn Murray, are we wear all the hats. I'm coming from a company that's very large to literally just the two of us doing most of all the work, and our partners are that are the partners of the company are involved as investors, but Katelyn and I are the day to day. She so I will be looking at opportunities, whether they be acquisition of existing assets in this market or any market, frankly. The development of new multifamily sites, as well as development of new single family rentals in this market to start with, and then uh, in the future to go outside of this market.
Okay. Well, tell us about the single family rentals. Do you see that as an emerging thing here in this market? What's your read on that?
Yeah, it's clearly emerging. I think it's been around for a long time, and over the last 10 to 15 years in other markets, mostly in the South where it's a little warmer. The single family rental market, is it's intriguing to us. It is the renter profile is folks that have maybe small young families or empty nesters that don't want to live in an apartment, uh, but also maybe for the young families don't have an idea where they want to live and be in their forever home. Right, they're not quite sure if this is the job that they're going to be at for 20 years, or the community they want to be in. So it's a good transitional, and it's a temporary solution, and a and a nice way to have all the amenities of an apartment, but with a single family home benefits. In addition, having all the maintenance and upkeep of the home taken care of and part of your rent, real estate taxes paid and part of your rent. At the end of the day, you look at a price tag for a single family rental, but it's fairly equivalent to what a house would be uh, of the same cost. So as far as a monthly cost. So I think there's some traction. I believe we know there's some traction in this market. There's been proven models that are successful, and it's a matter of location and also building the best in class team to deliver this model. So partnering with the right people and putting a team together is really what I'm focused on currently.
Okay. And tell us a little bit about North Shore, if you don't mind. How long have they been around, and what's the history there?
Yeah, North Shore Development Partners has been around since 2014. Started as a small entity that the partners started, David Juran and Todd Urness, and had just acquiring buildings and acquisitions and partnering with different groups, and started to do some construction projects and brought on Katelyn in 2017. And they developed Wayzata Blue condominiums down here in Wayzata, as well as several other projects over the last 4 years, or about four other projects, um, including the latest one that just opened in Cottage Grove called Grove 80, and another project that just started construction in New Brighton.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah, you mentioned that you'd been with Kraus-Anderson for what, 15 years?
Yes,
And,
yes.
tell us a little bit about that time and what attracted you to this opportunity with North Shore.
Well, I very grateful and thankful for my time, and the family and the company of Kraus-Anderson. Obviously, the reputation uh, is a very strong one and long history of 120-year company. And my experience was tremendous. Great network of family and friends that I will continue to have. Yeah, 15 years. It was opportunity was presented to me to become a partner, an owner, principal in this opportunity. The timing with my personal, 50, turning 50, kids are in college, and seemed like it was an now or never opportunity. So I took it.
Great. Well, it's good to see that we 50 somethings are moving up in the world.
Well, yeah. I mean, if it doesn't work out, I can go back to being a ski bum like I was after college.
Awesome. Well, hey, wonder if you could just talk a little bit about some of the big picture outlook in commercial real estate as we start get rolling here in 2022. What is your read on kind of what the future might hold for, I guess let's start with you talked a little bit about single family rentals. That's interesting what's going on there. How about where do you see multifamily heading?
Multifamily's got a little has runway in my mind in the appropriate locations. It's very selective. You first need a community, specifically a municipality that wants this product and is looking for creation of some density. Perhaps they have a nice retail area of the town that's walkable, and maybe, but these towns are usually a little further out than what has been going on. Obviously, there's more action in the suburbs. This is no secrets. So selective locations and maybe different markets too. So maybe getting out into more of your tertiary markets out in outstate Minnesota, or maybe into the South Dakotas or North Dakota, and those types of things, and a little smaller projects. The projects I was working on at Kraus-Anderson were quite a bit larger, and I think that the moment in time is a little smaller bites. You still have a lot of question marks as far as the price of lumber and labor, and just everything costing more, inflation. So there's a lot of question marks coming into the next couple of years. So that's why it's critical to have a municipality that has the willingness to use the tools of different financing tools to help these projects happen.
Okay. Well, and it's been no secret that industrial has really been going quite strong. Do you see that continuing in 2022?
I'm not in that space, but I have good friends that are. I see that continuing in 22. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Where else? So what can you tell? Are you from the Twin Cities area? Are you a native of Minneapolis, St. Paul? Is this home to you?
It's been home for 22 years.
Mm-hmm.
Originally from the Pacific Northwest, Seattle area.
Okay. Okay. So you're plenty used to these cold, snowy days like the ones we're experiencing today, and
been here long enough to have it. Yep, that's right.
yeah.
Um, It's great. It's a great place. So I believe that the Twin Cities, it's got such a strong uh, uh, employment and job market that it's gonna survive. It's gonna do well,
Okay.
and not planning on going anywhere.
Well, good. Well, so at North Shore, is it, do they focus primarily here in the Twin Cities market, or are they looking at other opportunities in other states and metropolitan areas as well?
At this time for new development, whatever the class is, staying in the you know greater Minnesota area, Twins based headquartered in the Twin Cities. So we're in
Mhm.
Wayzata. But for acquisition of an existing asset, we're open to any geographic location as long as we can fly in and out of there pretty easily.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Well, good luck with your new job, man.
Thank you very much. It's
Hope we
it's
can-
exciting. I don't. It's interesting though. I'll tell you, not having an IT department is a kind of a new thing for me. It's just getting my technology figured out. But
Well,
yeah,
aren't
thank you.
we all?
That's right.
Yeah. Well, did you have any other parting thoughts before I let you go?
Uh, no, I don't. I think it's going to be. We hope to have some announcements coming up in the next few months on some projects. So hope we get to touch base with you again soon, Brian.
All right, sounds good. We'll look forward to that. Thanks, Matt. Thanks for
Okay. Thank you, bud. Have a good day.
you too. Take care.
Bye.